I have been doing programming professionally for 20-plus years, but relatively new to Flutter. I know how to use any state management tool, bloc, Riverpod, provider, stateful widget, but prefer GetX. Reasons I like it. It is simple to learn and use. Simplicity in software engineering is very important. Why bricks are cuboid in shape? Because it is the simplest shape possible. KISS and YAGNI are way more important than any other software building principles. 2. It works. Really. I did not yet find a use case that GetX was not working. Because it does all things together, there are things that only GetX can do. For example, you can dynamically change the app theme in one line of code. The same for the language. You can bind the controller provider to the root, and much more. 3. GetX, especially GetBuilder, is slightly better in performance than other state management tools. Not to the scale that one should change Riverpod to GetX, but any person who claims performance problems with GetX is a liar. 4th. History of GetX creation. The author is a very talented person who created the GetX framework for himself and his team to simplify their everyday job. Then, being also generous person, he made it open source. 5. Anti-GetX cult? I don't know how it started, wasn't there? But what I have found is the old story that Johnny Borges, author of GetX, posted the benchmark that compared the performance of GetX, bloc, and Riverpod. They disagree with results and drama starts. There are a lot of people who say, you should not use GetX, without any reasoning. And when they come down to reasoning, it is mostly ridiculous. Respecting myself as an independent thinker, I don't follow any cults and don't trust any authorities. 6. Number of likes and stars. GetX is the most liked Flutter package with 14,000 likes. Most of these likers are not educators or any other vocal members of the community. They are just regular developers who need work to be done. They are using GetX every day and are happy with it. Mostly ridiculous arguments against GetX from cult followers. It is written by one person. Riverpod and bloc are also written by one person. 2. It does everything, just makes it more powerful. 3. One day will not be maintained. They continued to repeat that already 4 years. 4. Poorly maintained. It works, so what is the problem? 5. Too simple. This one reminds me of 1984. How simplicity can be a bad thing. 6. Doesn't use build context and hence anti-Flutter. GetX is a Flutter package. If Flutter allows package developers to hide context, then it is okay to hide it. 7. GetX is a framework on top of Flutter, which abstracts native Flutter ways of doing things. I like this one. I just don't understand how the person who is saying that is not able to get each one from 10K packages on pub.dev is abstracting the native Flutter ways. My own smart arguments against GetX. Most of the GetX users are beginners. They ask poor questions on SO, write poor articles on Medium, and report bad issues on GitHub. Nothing to do about that. It will change with time. Or not. 2. GetX allows you to do everything from everywhere. For example, you can do navigation from the controller, but another developer can expect to see navigation stuff in the widget. Therefore, GetX is only suitable for teams with a strong team leader who can ensure strong coding conventions or solo developers.